Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video about nursing school, and if you like these nursing school videos, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what kind of content you like to see down in the comments down below, and I'll get that out for you. This video is going to be about the 10 things you should know before getting into nursing school or going into nursing school. The 10 things that I wish I knew going into nursing school. So if you like these types of videos, just keep on watching.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get right started. I wrote down 10 things that I think every nursing student should know before getting into nursing school. So, number 1, nursing school is harder than you think. It's harder than you harder think. When they tell you that it is the hardest thing you are going to do, it is going to be the hardest thing that you ever do. Don't underestimate that. Don't let it scare you though. Let it push you. Let it drive you. You are going to have to study a lot more. You are going to have to study differently. You are going to have to put that extra effort to get that good grade, or that passing grade in my case. So that is tip number 1. It's going to be hard. I can't emphasize that anymore. It's going to be the hardest thing ever. Number 2, nurses eat their young, and so do some professors. So you may have heard the saying that older nurses eat their young, meaning the new baby nurses, right? Well, professors, some professors, I'm not gonna say all because I did have an amazing professor, but the other class next to me, she was very passive aggressive. I don't know, some people can't take that type of personality, and I understand that, you know, they are trying to weed out the weak, and they do, but I think a level of respect should be maintained, and sometimes that kind of goes out the window a little bit. But remember, if you can get through this, you can get through anything. And this is actually a good learning experience to learn different types of personality types, to see if you can handle something like that, because when you are in the nursing field, you're gonna handle all walks of life, all different types of personalities: aggressive, passive, submissive, dominant, all that positive, negative types of personalities. So you need to be able to work well under those pressures and those circumstances. Tip number 3, or the third thing that you should know before going into nursing school: you must read. And when I say you must read every single page of that fundamentals book that is over 1,000 pages. Trust me, there will be one little line on the lower left-hand corner that is on the exam, and if you failed to read the chapter, then you missed that one little line with 4 words that could have gotten you those 3 points on a 70-question exam. I read, this is my fundamentals book here, I read every page, every single page at least once. And I really think that's the tool to succeeding in fundamentals for nursing 1, because fundamentals is the basic foundation of nursing. And if you can't understand the basic foundation of nursing, then how are you going to be able to go into your nursing 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, however many semesters you're going to be going to get your ASN or BSN if you don't know the fundamentals? So yes, read, and read some more. What I did was I made a reading schedule. So I printed out a calendar and I said, okay, on these days I'm going to read chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and on these days I'm going to read chapter 1, 2, you know, XYZ, whatever. And I tried to stick to that schedule. There was days when I couldn't because the content is so heavy. Some chapters would be like 50 to 70 pages long, And it's tiring reading. When I felt like I wasn't reading and, well, I was reading and nothing was like penetrating my brain, that's when I stopped. I said, okay, I need to step away because I'm wasting my time. It's not productive. So make sure that when you are reading that it is productive reading and that you understand the content. Just don't read it, understand it. Okay, number 4, you are going to cry. Yes, I'm so sorry to tell you. You are going to cry, you're going to whine, you're going to sulk, you're going to be sad, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be happy, you're going to have good days. And it's okay. It's okay to feel those emotions. It is natural. It is a very stressful environment being a new nursing student. And you're going to have those days where you feel, I can't do it. But you can. Just keep doing it. One day at a time, 1 hour at a time. Let those tears roll, baby. Just let them roll. Get that emotion out and move forward. Number 5, when they tell you you shouldn't have a job or work while nursing school, they mean it. I quit my job, my full-time 40-hour-week job to go to nursing school. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think that I would be successful in the program if I didn't. I studied my butt off. I took nursing school as my full-time job with time and a half without getting paid, obviously. It really took that much time and effort on a daily basis to grasp the concepts of the fundamentals and skills that we were learning, and to read those chapters, because it would take hours and hours and hours and hours to read these chapters. So if you can really live without working and going to nursing school, do it. You will set yourself up for success. Number 6 is your clinical experience may not be the experience that you expected. I know going into your first clinical experience seems fun. It's like, finally, we can go ahead and interact with patients. But most likely your first clinical experience is going to be maybe cleaning someone's, you know, derriere. Maybe feeding a patient who can't feed themselves. Maybe cleaning up a wet bed. Maybe doing some toileting of some kind, bed baths, things that you wouldn't expect to do your first day. Don't let it scare you. This is going to make you a better nurse, and it's going to make you more compassionate to those people who can't provide their basic daily needs, like toileting and changing and bathing. Learn from it. Get to know your patient while you're doing it. Make them feel comfortable. It's going to be scary. It really is going to be scary, but just be confident. Ask questions. If you don't know how to do something, ask your CNA or your LPN, whoever you're assigned to, and get their perspective on how they treat patients and what their daily life is as an LPN or CNA. So that way when you go into your nursing field and you have a CNA or a nursing assistant or LPN or a UAP, that you can really work as a team as opposed to just delegating tasks. The medical field really is about collaboration, and I feel like the clinical experience for my nursing one was really to get us to collaborate with our peers, and that's what I took out of it. Number 7, you will fail a test, but it's okay. You're gonna learn from that failure and you're gonna move forward. I had a moment in nursing school where I was like, I don't think this is for me, because I let the bad mojo in my head. I kept telling myself I couldn't do it, I couldn't do it, I couldn't do it. I had to do a 3rd attempt for my vitals skills, and it was the most terrifying thing that I've ever done. The exams I did okay on, so I wasn't too bad with that. But for some reason, my vital skills, I could not pass the first 2 times. And my program gives you 3 times, 3rd time or you're out. So I had to do my vital skills in front of 2 professors. And this is where they count your respiration rates, they count your pulse rates, they do blood pressure with you. So if those numbers are off, then I was right at the line of failing. And it was a really scary moment. I was full of anxiety and I let it get the best of me. And I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like maybe this is God's way of saying that this isn't for me. But I had amazing friends that kept pushing me and telling me that I could do it. So I started to say, I got this. I can do it. I will do it. I will be a nurse. Using positive affirmations, and I went into that skill check off for my final attempt, and I passed. So if I hadn't had done that, where would I be? I wouldn't be in nursing school. So definitely keep pushing. You'll get there, I promise. Number 8. Number 8 is you are going to study harder and longer than you ever have. And the way you're going to study is going to change, because the way you studied for A&P 1 and 2 and micro and things like that is no longer going to work. So make sure that you're open to change, that you're open to testing different studying methods, because you're going to need to do that. And learn from your peers. Ask your peers, how are you studying? What are you doing differently that you did last semester during your prereqs or whatever? Because the way the questions are asked are completely different. It's not knowledge based, it is critical thinking based. So you have to take what knowledge you have and apply it to a scenario. And studying just words in a book doesn't get you there. So be prepared to do the work. If you don't do the work, you're gonna fail. You really have to put in 150%, sometimes 200%, and you really need to set your mind to this goal that this is temporary. This hardship is temporary. I will get through it, and at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I will be a nurse. Number 9. If you were an A student before, guess what? You're probably not going to be an A student during nursing school, and that's okay. They say C's get degrees. Yes, some people are just not good test takers. I'm one of those people. I have anxiety, and sometimes it gets the best of me, and I'm aware of that. And so I try to do things to help calm me down. For instance, I removed all negativity from my life during nursing school. Any negativity, I just ignore, push away. Bye, Felicia. We'll see you after nursing school, but not during nursing school, because I really need to stay focused. I need to be in a good headspace, because if I do have that failure moment like I did with my vitals check off, I need to be able to pick myself back up and move forward. Because if you can't move forward, you're going to be stuck and you're going to be dwelling on that failure. And what good is it going to do? You can't change it, right? You just have to learn from it and move on. Number 10, one of the most important things, time management. And this means time management in your family life, time management in your personal life, time manage in your friend life, and time manage in your school life. Make sure that you set time out for your schooling, for you, for your family. That's what I've done. Those 3 things have been my rock. So my family comes first, my school comes second, and unfortunately, me comes third, but in that order. So what I do is I really focus on my family. I have children, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. Without my family not meeting, if I'm not meeting their needs, then what kind of mother am I, right? So my family is number 1. My school is number 2. If I don't focus and stay focused and work my tail off for the benefit of reaping the rewards of being a nurse, then what good is, you know, not studying hard enough gonna do, right? Number 3, time for me. I've always been a person of service. So I've never really had much time for me, but I do take the time to just decompress. I will take a longer shower than usual. My husband and I will schedule a date night depending on my school schedule. I will sit down with my kids during dinner time. Being with my family is really, that's focusing on me, because they are my life, they are my heart, they are my soul, they make me happy. So taking care of my kids and my family is ultimately good for my soul. So I make sure that I implement that in my schedule. I can't just be nursing student all day long. I can't. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I need to focus on those things. And everything else goes out the door. You know what? If I haven't seen friends in months. But you know what? If they love me and they care about me, they'll understand that I'm going through this stage of life right now where I can't give them that attention. And afterwards, I can. So if those friends are willing to wait and willing to sit there and support and root me on, then those are the friends that I will keep. Everyone else, bye. So yeah, those were my top 10 things that every nursing student should know before getting into nursing school. I hope these tips helped you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Before I let you go, I wanted to go ahead and do a little giveaway. I have a nursing badge that I keep my badge in, and this is one of those reels. I would like to go ahead and give this away to one special new nurse or old nurse or LPN, CNA, medical assistant, whatever you are. Go ahead and thumbs up this video, leave me a comment, let me know what kind of content you'd like to see, and you'll automatically be entered to win. Also, if you go like my Instagram page, TheSassyMom82, that will give you an additional entry, and I will let this run until the end of this month. So if you want to win this badge holder reel thingamajig, yeah, it goes like that, then thumbs up this video, comment below, and go to my IG, TheSassyMom82, and leave me a little comment there, and you will be entered to win. Good luck, everybody. Bye.